to the mid-season finale. So y'all know I always do something a little bit special. And now if y'all are wondering, hey, Dorian, we haven't really seen you streaming lately. Well, Mr. Dorian has been out there busting his butt in the real world, making some money so I can have the biggest and best shows possible. So these last couple of shows have not been promoted how I wanted to, but enough about that. We got some major stuff coming out in the future, and we have an amazing episode today. So for y'all that doesn't know how the show works, we got an incredible bachelor on today's episode, and we got 3 beautiful contestants that are going to be competing to win a virtual date with said bachelor. After a couple of questions, unfortunately, somebody's going to get eliminated, but that's okay. Even the eliminated contestants go into a group chat where we'll reuse them to maybe be a bachelor or bachelorette in a future episode. We actually have somebody who was a contestant turned bachelorette turned contestant today, so you'll be hearing from her in a little bit. But first, let me give a big old shout out to actually, let's give a big old shout out to you, lovely ladies and gentlemen, because without you, I have nothing. So can I just get a nice little welcome back for everybody? Welcome back, everybody. Okay, so let me give a shout out to all of our top gifters from our previous episode. Tuning in at the #1 spot, we had, hold on, that's not right. We didn't have that. That was from last week. All right, so at a #1 spot, we had Popular Brunette coming in at the #1 spot. You can see her on the official Rate the Date name tag. At the #2 spot, we had Neil. At the #3 spot, always the lovely Lola coming in at the #3 spot. At the #4 spot, we had KB. And at the #5 spot, of course, we had the lovely Esco. So can I get a nice little round of applause to all of our lovely top gifters from the previous episode? So big shout out to all of our top gifters, and you can see the top gifters from the show will be featured on the official Rate the Date name tag. So without further ado, we got an amazing bachelor on today's episode. And during the show, I know you guys are going to be sending some gifts. We have the lovely gift icon here, and I'm going to be giving y'all some sign language to let y'all know my love. But it's hard to answer all the questions and get to every single person that's joining in the show. So that's why I have my lovely admins. You're going to see my admins in red. They're going to be the voice of me. They're going to be my eyes and ears on the stream. So you guys are going to be getting some love from them also. So thank you so much. Without further ado, we have an incredible bachelor that you guys and me are going to be getting to know a little bit more. So if I can have Suavemente join the box so we can get to know him a little bit. And I see all of my contestants. Hey, Nini. Nini's going to be one of my contestants today. Yeah, we got Suavemente request the box. And yeah, we have some incredible things that are going to be happening for the next episode. I always have to do something special for the mid-season finale. Exactly. I see Suavemente. Can you please request the box so we can get to know him a little bit? But yeah, we have some incredible things going on for the mid-season finale. And let me know off of stream what you guys want to see for that mid-season finale. Do you want it to be a top badge? Do you want it to be a oh, where'd he go? We just had him. Yeah, do you want it to be a top badge? Or we thinking somebody that is charming, more personality, whatever y'all guys want to see, I'm here for it. I got you.
Dorian. My bad. I'm so sorry for taking so long to get ready. I was trying to throw on a better shirt because I see your beautiful suit out, man. That suit is incredible. Good to see you, Dorian. Thank you for having me on your show.
But that's okay. I mean, there's been only one time so you're fine is what I'm trying to say. We had a guy that was actually, we had to mute him, and he was getting ready for the show while the show was starting, literally brushing his teeth, putting on his clothes and everything. It was
that's wild.
So you don't have anything to worry about. But I have some cool facts about you, if we could get to know you a little bit more. So it says here, science and psychedelics, I guess they kind of go hand in hand. Let me tell us a little bit more about your relationship to the psychedelics and with the lovely truth of this, which science means.
All right. Honestly, I brought up that because I've always felt like it's been an interest of mine. You know, I've always loved science growing up as a kid. And recently in my life, about a few years ago, I experimented with shrooms. It's like, shrooms, like shroomies, and that was interesting for me, and I feel like it did more than open my mind up to things. I feel like I don't know, I just feel like I did a lot of self like learning, and I don't know, I just feel like it gave me a certain kind of like momentum that I needed to like get past certain like obstacles and like stumps in my life.
Yeah, it's very
It was
interesting.
very powerful.
And you
Afro
have that.
DJ.
You kind of hear about that where people will have those enlightening experiences and open their mind to the possibilities of what could an ego death, if you will, and for sure. So I hope you have much in common with these contestants on today's episode. I hate this life. Anyways, we have these beautiful contestants in here, and would you like to get to know them a little bit?
Yeah, please. Of course. I'm
Okay,
down for whatever, honestly.
so if we can
Oh,
have
yeah, this is my
Paloma,
beard.
we can have the lovely Nini and the lovely Miss
Of course,
White,
come on. I'm trying.
and we're gonna get to know them a little bit more.
I'm looking crazy right now. Please forgive me.
It's perfectly fine. Don't worry about it. Just be yourself, relax, take a couple of breaths. Hopefully, and you'll do all right. Look at
Thank
these women.
you.
We got the
Oh, Ash is in here. Ash.
mommy White Eye.
Oh, Queen Paloma. Hola, mommy. What's up? How are y'all?
Hi. Hi,
Y'all
everybody.
look sweet.
You guys,
Um,
you guys look amazing and
yeah,
stunning on.
very pretty. Yes, muy caliente. Muy
Yeah, for
caliente.
sure, for sure.
Suavemente, besame. That's one of my
Nice
favorites.
to meet you.
Merengue.
How was your day, ladies? Big shout out to Dorian and y'all for coming in and having me here. Thank you.
Okay, so let's get to know the contestants a little bit. Starting off with the lovely Nini. She requested the box first. It says here, Nini, I love to do last minute unplanned things. I guess kind of hence why you're on the show today, huh?
Absolutely.
That's awesome. Give us one random spontaneous thing that you've done before.
I booked the flight same day, left, came back, and yeah. So I just kind of just do whatever I want whenever I want.
And I believe it.
Oh,
I've seen
word?
it. I've
I
seen
respect it.
I think I've seen things definitely firsthand. It says here also that I love karaoke. Could you give us a little bit of taste of that karaoke voice that you got going there? Is that too much on the spot?
I'm gonna go with Suavemente song. Ready? Suavemente, bésame. Yo quiero sentir tus labios besándome otra vez.
Oh,
Suave.
Hey
oh,
now, definitely shaking things up and connecting. I'm sure our bachelor
muchas
will
gracias.
be pandered to. And it says here also, I am from Miami, baby. So definitely bringing some Miami heat on today's episode.
Most definitely. Caliente.
Yeah, definitely. All right, moving it right along over to Miss White Thighs, Miss Mommy. Mommy, I have a couple of cool things about you. It says, I climbed an active volcano.
Yep.
Wow. What was that like?
My shoes melted. It was Mount Etna in Greece. It
Wow,
just
that's
recently
crazy.
erupted.
Well, we're definitely turning up the heat a little bit on today's episode. It seems like, and the most fascinating thing it says here is that I was in a bank robbery. What happened?
I got a lot of money from a bank. I'm kidding. I was 9 years old and I was at the bank with my mom and it got robbed.
Oh, wow.
I'm glad you're okay. Well,
I'm glad you and your mom are in touch.
hopefully the only stealing that happens today is you with a bachelor's heart. Get a real job, Dorian. All right, moving it right along over to the lovely Paloma. Paloma, I got some cool facts about you, and you were talking about these on stream, and that was kind of cute. It says here, I love to dance. What type of dance are you doing?
I love everything, honestly. Well, since I was younger, I've been dancing basically, well, sixth grade. We used to throw these crazy little sixth grade parties. And then I went to aerobics in high school. I've tried to self-teach myself. Like, I'm not a professional or anything, but I went to college for salsa and I've tried to self-teach myself, like, basically a lot of Latin dances, like, well, tango, I think is Latin, I'm not sure. Salsa, bachata, more of that. I don't know, cumbia, all that good stuff, yeah.
Well, that is lovely. And suavemente, I'm sure, like your name says, you know how to at least do a little 1-2, buckle my shoe. The next fact I have about you is I like to cosplay. What are you dressing up as? You hear
Wait,
me,
me?
Paloma? No, no, no. I'm
Oh
talking
my
about
god.
Paloma. It says I love cosplay. What have you dressed up as, and what type
Oh,
of cosplay are we talking here?
I've dressed up as a lot of things. Well, Halloween is always the best time of year for me. I love to cosplay and be like a lot of things. I've been Captain
Oh, me too.
Marvel. I've been a witch. I've been a sailor girl. I've been a nurse. I feel like I haven't done it all, but definitely I've, dressed up as a lot of things here. And my favorite, I think, is well, around Easter time, I love to dress up as a bunny.
Okay, little bunny
As a
rabbit.
bunny?
Hopefully we got to get hopping into this show, and I don't think you're gonna have to dress up as anything today. Just be yourself, and maybe we can address some of your relationship pet peeves. Okay, suavemente. We have the lovely ladies. We're ready to get the show started. We asked you to come up with some questions for the lovely ladies. You have those questions available?
I have a few questions. Yes.
Okay, awesome. So we're gonna start off with the lovely Nini being contestant number one. We'll have Mommy being contestant number two, and we'll have Paloma being contestant number three. So without
My bad.
further,
I'm brushing my beard so much. I have anxiety.
it's okay. It's okay. Don't worry about it. Huh. Yeah, it's okay if you didn't brush up on on some of the things on the show, but you got me over here, so you got more than a phone to friend. You got the number one.
No facts. I feel safe with you by my side. Thank you,
Yeah,
bro.
I got you, brother. All right, so without further ado, what questions do you have lined up for the lovely contestant number one?
Oh, great. How do you say your name again? My bad. It's Nini. Oh my
Yeah,
goodness. I'm bugging. Oh my goodness. I have not been paying attention. I'm so sorry, Nini.
it's okay. You're
I'm
good.
over here looking at you. I thought you were in the comments for a second. Nah, but yeah, Nini's awesome. I have her fave from before. Yeah, I fuck with Nini. Honestly, you brought up karaoke, right? And that you were like, your go-to song is Suavemente right now. So, what is your favorite thing about karaoke, like singing, like actively?
That's a
Like,
good
how
one.
do you feel when you sing?
I
What is that?
enjoy me. I'm sorry.
My bad. I'm talking too much. Go ahead.
Nah, I enjoy music. I believe music is something that we all need and help us through the day. Because if not, life would be completely like super quiet. So, I'm really big in old school music more than anything. So I could say Backstreet Boys for sure is like my go-to karaoke top.
That's
Wow.
cute. I respect it. I like that answer.
Hey, I will say
Okay,
that
Nini.
I'm more of a Backstreet Boys. Quit playing games with my heart. Come on, man. That was a well-written song. Anyways, over here with the lovely Mommy being contestant number two. What question do we have lined up for her?
Nini. Nice answer. My bad. For the yeah, I'm definitely gonna ask you about the volcano. Mommy, yeah. So you went volcano exploring, right?
Yeah.
Exportation. I can't say words right properly.
What are we exporting today?
Yeah, right. That was back.
Are we moving drugs or love? Who knows? All right. So,
What was that? What was that about?
So the reason
If you don't mind me
why
asking. How did that make you
no,
feel?
I don't mind you asking. The reason why I did it was because I was like a gifted and talented high school student. And so when I was in high school, well, it also happened in middle school. I kept getting asked to go on these like people to people trips. And my dad kept saying, no, 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 you're going to get trafficked in another country. No. But when I was in high
Trapped,
school,
you said?
yeah, my dad thought I would get trafficked in another country. So, which is
I mean, it's
understandable.
possible. You gotta be careful out here.
Yeah, no, it's so scary out there, especially if you're a child internationally traveling. So I get it. He made me wait until high school. And the trip that happened when I was in high school was Italy and Greece. It was phenomenal. We did so many things. I was there for a month. And one of the things that they let me do was climb an active volcano. We got to climb all the way to the top. You get to look down inside of it. And then when you're climbing down, if you've been on the volcano for about 30 minutes, your shoes start to melt. So they had asked us to bring an extra pair of shoes. My shoes definitely melted because I played. I was playing and hanging out and stuff. So
That is so cool because you have
That
to
is
bring.
pretty cool, but that's scary. What if your feet touch the ground?
Yeah, a
yeah,
little
they
toast.
burn.
Yeah, a little toasty. Got the feet a
Yo,
little.
that must have been an amazing experience. Facts.
Toasty
Sounds
toes.
great.
Yeah, it was great.
It sounds lovely. Okay, moving it right along over to our lovely Dove. She goes by Paloma on the app. She is going to be our contestant number 3. What question do you have for her, Suave?
So, I just want to relate, Paloma, like what you were bringing up. What does that have to do with? I'm trying to remember because I did have a question for you. What was the subject that she brought up? So I can remember.
She likes to cosplay.
Oh yeah, the cosplay. Okay, bet. Are you into anime or like what kind of cosplay do you like? Just be honest. We all grown.
No,
We all
I'm not
grown here. It's
into
okay.
anime. I just love dressing up as like characters or Marvel or like I love role playing too.
Oh yeah.
Like, you know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey
Nice.
now. Definitely spicing things up a little bit. I got some cool questions that are coming from the chat right now. If you don't mind, Suave.
Yeah,
Nini,
please. Yo, hit me with anything. Listen,
all right,
I'm here for it.
I have a question for you. What is one thing you learned from your last relationship?
Oh, I've never really had one, to be honest. Like I've never had like a real relationship with a female. Like I have trouble maintaining friendships. So I don't know. I've never had like a real relationship with a female.
Wow. Well, that is interesting. Well, that's why you called the lovely Dorian today to kind of take things into a different direction and try to hook you up today. All right, Nini, what about you? What's something that you learned from the last relationship?
I don't know.
Take your time to get to know people a little bit way more. I kind of rush into things sometimes, and there's no need to rush. You know what I mean? So, especially being a mom.
They say the number one thing that ends a relationship
I like
is
that.
rushing people. These people that known each other for maybe like 2 months and end up moving in together. What's going on now?
And you know
Hashtag
they say
drama
I like
bonding.
the answer.
everything that starts fast ends fast.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. And now for the lovely mommy. Mommy, I got a cool question for you. What is one of your biggest fears? It seems like you're not scared of volcanoes and getting your feet a little toasty. What is one
I
thing
ain't
you're
scared of
afraid of, though?
nothing. Let me see. What am I scared of? You know what? Let's keep it on the same like relationship trend. I'm scared of wasting my time. What she says is true. What starts fast ends fast, and people these days rush into things. You do not know your partner. You think you do. You do not know your partner. I have learned things about, people that I have dated after, 6 years of dating them. You truly do not know the person that you are building your life with, and I am afraid of wasting my time. And so I've been single for a while, but I'm very happy with it because I have very, very high standards, and I will not shrink or lower them for anyone.
Good, yeah. And sometimes when you open up yourself to that vulnerability, and sometimes you end up doing that, you spend ample time with somebody, and of course you learn from it, but it could take a lot of time, and which it seems like you don't have to waste right now. All right, moving right along to the lovely Paloma.
No, I respect it. Wait. Question. I don't mean to interject. What's the everything all right, Nini? Is that your friend right there, Long New York? Did I say something to offend you? Oh,
I
okay.
don't know. Anyway,
My bad. All right, we good. My bad. We're moving along. My bad.
over to the lovely Paloma. Paloma, what does your perfect date look like? You like to role play. We get maybe that's how things end after a spicy night, but what does a perfect date look like for you?
Honestly, I really, I'm from Cali, so for me, it's definitely by the beach. I love the beach. Like anything by the water, a lake, a river, that is like a perfect date to me. Yeah, any of those.
Well, that is awesome. And you heard it, Suavemente. She
That
is
sounds
a
pretty good.
bad beach. What? Hey, now. All right. Moving it back over to the lovely Nini. Nini, how you doing?
I'm doing great. I hope everyone's doing great today.
We're doing fantastic. What is the best advice someone has given you recently?
The best advice someone's given me recently. I have to say,
Forget Suave.
Forget Suave. No, he was just playing. He was just playing
I'm
with
just
you.
joking. I'm just joking.
Just I guess you can say just take it easy. Sometimes we're so fast. We live in this caught up in this fast life, and we forget to just realize that we're doing the best we can. That's all we can do.
That is true. And Suave, if you could do me a favor and pull the do-rag all the way down past your eyeballs, so don't pay attention to these ratchet little comments. All right,
Just
moving
touch
it
the
over
screen. Don't look at the comments.
Oh no, it's all good. Don't worry about that. Nah, don't worry about that. It's all
Okay,
good. I don't really know feel type of way. I'm actually happy to be here. I love it here. What do I gotta do?
Awesome. No, I'm just joking with you. Okay, mommy, I got a cool question for you. What is the biggest boundary that you have in a relationship? What are some do's and do nots? Like, what are some things that you can't tolerate?
That's a good question. I don't tolerate cheating of any form. If we that's why I think that's my number one. Like if we've talked about it and we're not open and we're exclusive, I don't want to see none. I don't want to see none of that. Like you are gonna get canceled, so I will remove you from my life so fast. That's mine. That's mine. Yep.
What is it? You said bullying this? Bullying me?
No, she said cheating is something that she
Oh,
can't.
cheating, right? My bad. No, cheating it. That's no bueno. No one should cheat on anyone.
Right?
Any shape or form. You should always keep it 100 at all times. It's never a good thing to play with someone's head or heart because you get repercussions.
I agree 100% with you. I've been dating this handsome guy named Dorian for the past 31 years of my life, and I feel like I've been flirting a little bit on him, and he's getting pretty mad. So we're gonna have to get back to the M and the E. Anyways, moving right along to you, lovely Paloma. Paloma, my question for you: amongst your friends, what are you best known for?
Being loud and very crazy.
Hey, I think we can all contest that. We don't have any problem with that. Okay, while I get into this, the plug in the show, Suave, I want you to come up with 3 more questions for our lovely contestants. So you guys are watching Rate the Date, the #1 dating show on the platform. We got the handsome Suave Mente as our bachelor on today's episode, and we got these contestants. We're going to ask them a couple more questions, and then unfortunately, somebody's going to get eliminated. After that, we go into round number 2. We'll double up the questions, and then he'll make his final pick. Him and that person will get to know each other off the app, on the Book of Face, the Snap of all chats, the Gram of all Instas, whatever the kids are calling it these days. And they'll get to know each other for 7 days and tune back in next Thursday at 6 p.m. Eastern time and give us a bit of an update. Speaking of that, on our last show, we had Eddie, and Eddie picked Blue. So we'll be hearing from him at the end of the episode. Okay, back to the show. Suave, what question do you have lined up for the lovely Nini?
Is it all right? Does it matter what kind of category we go into?
It does not.
All right, very good. I'll try to be discreet. So, right, what is the most, I don't know, like attractive trait in a guy that you guys would find? It could be the smallest detail to the biggest, attribute or a quality in a man that you would like require in order to, be happy and good time with.
Okay, well, starting off with what is something that you appreciate in a relationship for
a high quality man for your perfect match? Yeah.
A man that's confident, not someone that I have to constantly be reminding, to be you need to be self-motivated, self-driven yourself. You can't just be constantly babysitting. Obviously there's going to be moments where we need to be reminded and taken care of, but someone that could definitely be confident.
Okay, bet. I like that. Being honest. That's real.
What about you, Mommy? What do you value or appreciate the most about a guy? What are you most attracted to in a man?
Well, I want to just say yes to the big bank account comments because that is big. That's huge. That's great. We love. But I'm going to say that for me, like the thing that makes a man most attractive is that when I feel like every single day I'm a priority, that, because when they're putting in the time, when they're putting in the effort, then you never have to wonder, is this the right relationship? Am I in the right spot? Because they'll make sure that you feel like you're in the right spot every day.
So it sounds like quality time is high up on your love language.
Yeah, Yeah, like quality time, but also I think a better way to say that would be just like devotion.
Ooh,
If my man is devoted to me 100%, what else do I need? That's attractive.
You man, should mommy is definitely heating things up like that volcano as the show continues. Okay, what about you,
Fucking
Paloma?
choose.
For me, it's
Paloma, what do you-
communication.
He needs
Well,
to
communication, because yeah, I feel like there's I mean, you could have like all those things, but if you're not able to talk to somebody, properly, or then I feel like everything always goes sideways. Well, at least I don't know, for me, I guess for me. That's what I think.
Okay.
Well, that definitely makes sense. So how do we get from point A to point B without understanding how to articulate getting there? That makes perfect sense. Okay, we got time for one more question. So I got a couple of cool questions coming from the chat. It says here, starting off with the lovely Nini, what would be your dream job?
That's interesting. I've been thinking about that lately. What is something I actually want? I actually want to go back to school. I do see myself constantly helping people. I mean, okay, so I guess I would say being a social worker, where I can actually be
Social
able to
worker.
help children that are, it all starts with our childhood, which is really, really big on how it impacts us for our future life. You know what I mean? So breaking the habit of our childhood sometimes can. So I'm gonna go with social worker.
That's beautiful. Love it. And it definitely shows the inner workings of your heart. All right. What about you, mommy? I got a cool question about you, for you. It says here, what are you most passionate about in life right now?
Oh, that's a great question. I think I'm most passionate about making sure that I get what I want out of my life. So I'm prioritizing myself, what I want. Life is short. Who knows if I'll see 30? Who knows if I'll see 40? Who cares about retirement? I don't really think that long term when it comes to those kinds of things. I'm making myself a priority each and every day. I feel like that's what I'm fucking passionate about. I know that there are other things. Like I could say that I want to go back to school. Of course I do. I would, especially if it was free. Like I would love to go back to school. There's a lot of things I'm very passionate about. I love anthropology, which you guys probably don't. Fossils. That's human fossils. Like I love human history and stuff.
Science.
But at the end of the day, it's me.
Well, that is awesome. Definitely, we're definitely getting to know the inner workings of our
All three.
hearts for sure. Okay, moving it to the final question, unfortunately, of the first round, going out to the lovely Paloma. She's featured as Dove for today. My question for you would be, let me make this one count. What are you dying to try in your next relationship? Maybe something that you weren't getting in your last one, or maybe just something that you always appreciate in relationships. What's something that you would love to try?
Maybe like, I don't know, it sounds I don't know, but like exercising together, like going out to like hiking and like actually doing things like that. Yeah. Basically,
Yeah.
I feel, yeah.
Yes.
It was missing.
Yeah, we don't have to get into what type of exercise that we can all do in relationships. But anyways, that's a perfect way to end the last question of the first round. Congratulations, you guys did great. Can we just give a round of applause for our beautiful contestants?
I'm about to fave everyone. I got both of them fave. I'm gonna fave mommy.
Yeah, make sure to hit everybody with the favorite
Right.
chat on Awesome Bachelor and our three beautiful.
Everyone's double fave Dorian.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. So, without further ado, Suave, this is where things get a little bit more difficult. We have the lovely Nini, who's in her car today. She's rocking and rolling. We got to know her and her Miami Spice, what she likes, what she wants to do, what it would be her dream job. She has a big heart just by proxy of her answer of wanting to be a social worker. Then you have the lovely Mommy. She had these answers almost like ready, locked and loaded. She climbed up that volcano, melted her shoes in the process. She's a thrill seeker, and she told you a little bit of what she likes and what she doesn't like in a relationship when it comes to, big bank, take little bank, in the words of 2 Chainz. And also, she needs a guy to be a guy and be able to understand that she likes that quality time. Then moving along over to the lovely Paloma. Paloma told us that she likes to dress up, and she also likes to address certain issues in relationship as far as what she likes and what she doesn't like. And she gave you a little bit of pros and cons and things that are going on. And the ladies physically, they all look stunning. So you got a difficult decision in front of you. But rather than picking the person you want to eliminate, how about let's pick the first person you want to move into round number 2. So without further ado, who is going to be moving into round number 2? And give us a reason why.
Damn, this is such a hard decision. I've never thought I would ever have to ask something like this.
Well, Nene disappeared somehow. I don't know if she made the decision for you or whatnot. I don't know if you. Hold on, she's coming back. She's coming back. Don't get y'all's panties in a bunch, guys. Nene's back. Sorry. Don't run away, Nene. Okay. All right, Suave. Who's gonna be moving into round number 2 and give us the
Can I ask them like my favorite number is?
No.
No, you're right. Okay, I'm gonna be a man. I'm a man up. Okay, babe, my fault. All right, bet. So honestly, I'm not gonna lie. The topic what did Nene bring up? The topic one last time.
The topic?
What she said. What you like summarize what she was jacking. What was it again?
Oh, well, Nene is, she wants to be a social worker. That would be her dream job of being able to help people out. She is from Miami. She got that Miami spice. She is always on the move, always keeps herself busy. Got a good sense of humor. I've been to her stream, and she's a personal friend of mine. So, yeah.
Okay, yes, bet. I'm not gonna lie. And then that going against what Paloma was bringing up, that she likes to like be one-on-one with her man and shit, like, like, and do physical stuff, enjoy being, out in the outdoors. And I'm not gonna lie, I like what Mommy was saying too. You feel me? When she's like, getting that shit together and like coordinating her future, like to make sure she has a better future. You feel me? I respect it. But I feel like personally, I have a soft spot for giving back to the community, and I love kids, you know what I'm saying? Just like giving back. And I love the outdoors and being one-on-one on old school. And I feel like I'm not trying to like make it weird or anything. I'm just like, I feel like I would care more about like in the moment right now, what feels good and what feels right in my heart.
Who's moving into round number 2?
So I'm gonna be real with you. So I'm gonna have to go with Nene and Paloma. I'm sorry, Mommy.
Hey, that's okay.
Congratulations, you ladies moving into round number 2.
I'm so sorry, Mommy. Damn.
Cheers to you, Mommy. It's nice seeing you. Nice seeing you back on the stream.
Yo, Mommy, I got you faved. I'm gonna fuck with you. Don't act like I'm gonna fuck with you. That ass.
I know you're gonna be in my DMs. I'll find you.
Hey, Mommy, do you have any parting ways for the stream? Anything you want to plug before you go?
I feel like a dickhead.
No, thank you guys so much. I always love being on the show. I think this is the first time I've been eliminated. But I don't care. These are beautiful ladies. You guys are going to have a beautiful time. Thank you guys. Thank you so much. And yeah, I'll see you guys later. Oh, follow me on IG. Favorite me.
Okay, I'm going to follow you on IG. I got you.
Definitely. And if you
I'm sorry about eliminating you.
It's okay. Don't take it personally. She'll be back.
I'm not really used to that, to be honest.
And by the way, guys, if I could this is a featured show. We want to keep our featured on. So if y'all could just watch the language a little bit. I know it's kind of hard. You guys are real comfortable.
Oh, my bad. Excuse me.
It's perfectly fine. All right, moving into round number 2. How about we switch things up a little bit, and we'll have the lovely Paloma as contestant number 1, and we'll have the lovely Nene as contestant number 2. So while I asked the first question coming in from the chat, Suave, think about the next question you asked the lovely lady. So my question for you, Paloma, would be, what values are most important to you?
What are the values that are most important? Honestly, I think a man who is not a liar, but I feel like it's so hard nowadays to really, tell if someone's lying nowadays. There's a lot of good liars. And, like what Nene was saying, to be ambitious, but part of that being a hard worker and just dedicated to something. It doesn't have to be something big or, but dedication, I guess. And the third, I think, would be like being empathetic, like caring and stuff like that. I think that's the most important for me.
Well, I like that. You said, you already told us about the communication, but this time we got into being able to show empathy and being able to be honest. I think those are the big three in relationships. You kind of covered all those. Okay, moving it right along over to the lovely Nini. But Nini, before I get into your question, we got to let the people know what they're watching. You're watching the #1 dating show on the app. I'm the lovely host, Dorian Gray.
For real, this is not fucking
In today's episode, and we got the two contestants that are in round number 2. You guys got a couple more questions left, and then he's going to make his pick. Him and his pick are going to get to know each other off of the platform, and then they're going to tune back in next Thursday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time and give us a bit of an update. Speaking of that, on our last episode, we had the lovely Eddie, and he picked Blue. So we'll be hearing from them at the end of the episode, so don't go anywhere. All right, so back into the show. Nini, my question for you would be, what is a relationship deal breaker? Like, don't necessarily, you can give us more than one answer. What are just some things that you cannot tolerate in a relationship? Maybe something that the last guy did that you're not going to tolerate moving forward, or just all around something that kind of grills your cheese, grinds your gears.
I have to say, somebody that does not listen. So okay, so for example, we're all gonna have different.
My bad. Go back.
Different point of views, right? Maybe we might not understand each other on the views, but if you can't listen to my point of view and I can't listen to yours, that is definitely a deal breaker for me. So most definitely, I guess more, someone that's cocky. I can't deal with a cocky man. There's a difference. We understand you want to be confident, but not overly loaded. So not someone very highly that highly thinks about like himself, that he thinks he's better than everyone. And I guess someone very jealous. I can't deal with someone very jealous and controlling, because then that means you already have trust issues even before starting this relationship. So I don't think that's going to work out for us, because it's only going to be a constant, battle and so forth.
You know what's interesting about that is that I've known Nini for a while, and she has a bunch of cocky, confident friends, but they are friends, right? But it's cool to hear that she kind of likes something a little bit more on the humble side of things. Okay, moving it back over to the lovely Paloma. Paloma, the next question is going to come from the lovely Suave. Suave, what question you have lined up for the lovely Paloma?
I have my kind of question, but I feel like it's not appropriate for my first time being on your day show.
It's okay, as long as you can PG-13 it down.
Okay, bet. Yeah, oh, I like that. Okay, bet. So I'm probably just gonna ask something else, because I don't know if I can do that. I'm gonna ask something else. All right. So what is, like, are you a dog person? Oh wait, no. Let me ask something more important. Oh, when when things get real in a relationship or whatever, in a situation, are you gonna run away and go get with another real, or are you gonna stick it out and get through it?
Yeah, so let me just one moment. Let me just reword it for the chat. So when things get tough in a relationship, things aren't going to plan. You hit a dry spot where things just get out of rhythm.
Oh, my bad. I started swearing again.
Yeah, how do you handle things like that when things get tough? Spice it back up. Do you use that communication that you talked about? Is it a little bit of everything? Give us a take on what you do to, revamp things, or if things aren't going right, what happens?
Well, I'm definitely the type of person that doesn't like to give up unless I know that, I foresee the future and it's not going to work out. So it definitely depends on how many years, days, and, our like how close we are, if I feel like he's my best friend or not, so it depends. It depends on a lot of factors, but definitely I won't give up on you. Like,
could you be friends with someone that you would try dating and shit? Could you guys be friends with someone after trying to date someone and it didn't work out?
Well, I think I'm a strong believer that you can be friends, but there's a lot of people who will oppose me and say not. So yeah, I think that's a very controversial debate that we could
Oh, well, that's awesome.
Your hair looks nice today too, Robin, bro.
And,
Yours too.
yeah, that definitely makes sense. Moving right over to the lovely Nini. And Nini, is this an auction coming up, or is that your birthday?
No, it's a battle royale.
Okay, all right. Enough about that. All right, Nini. What question, Suave, do you have lined up for the lovely Nini?
Shout out to the woman that take care of their feet and all that, pretty toes and all that. My question for Nini. No bullshit, Nini. I mean, I'm swearing again. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I need to like.
Rules to feature show. You cannot curse. You cannot do any of the stuff you're doing right now. So
let them know, Nini.
Get it together, Suave.
This is bad, Suave. Bad, Suave. Listen, for real. My question is, would you forgive someone for cheating on you? Like, would you give them a second chance?
I think we all know the answer to this question, but
No,
Nini,
all right, I'll ask a better question. All right, I'll ask a better question. If you had to give up, like, if you had to give, like, do you smoke weed?
I recently quit. So
Okay.
yeah, I can.
Someone's
I
saying
can
that.
quit.
Someone's giving me a red flag. Uh-oh. Let me think.
If I know it's something to better myself in the future, and I know it's a bad habit, I will let it go. So I don't know if maybe that was something a little bit along the lines of your question.
I'm trying to come up with a good question.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
Yeah.
It's all right. That's why you have the lovely phone, your favorite hosts over here. I got a couple cool questions lined up for you ladies. All right, Paloma, my question for you would be, how do you communicate? You talked about communication a lot. It's very important to you. So how do you communicate in a relationship? Like, what's your style? Are you somebody that has to talk about it right when it happens? Are you somebody that you'll put a pin in it and you'll revisit whatever it is? Are you somebody that you need to give them their space, let it process, and then we'll revisit it? How do you work?
Honestly, I think it's a little bit of everything, like what you just said. But for me, I feel like, okay, like if something is like, let's say we're disagreeing, or maybe I'm not sure, there's just some sort of conflict, I'll try my best to agree on, well, especially if I like you, I'm kind of like a people pleaser. If I don't like you, it's gonna be my way all the time. But I mean, that's horrible of me. But if I'm like truly in love with you, I'll try my best to be patient and, just foresee what you want and basically put my needs aside unless my needs are greater than yours, and I just can't help but to make a decision for myself, and yeah, things like that.
Well, I like that vulnerability and I like that honesty, and I think we can all connect and appreciate that. And I, if I could give you some advice, I don't think you ever have to put somebody before yourself. Just like I think Mommy was talking about, if you need to be the best you for yourself, and then the people around you have a better relationship because you're operating from your higher self, then that's all that matters. You never have to put anybody above yourself. All right, Nini, my question for you would be, do you like being around a lot of people? Are you more introverted? Like, what brings you your confidence as far as socially? Because I've seen you stream and everybody would think you're a big extrovert.
I'm a mixture of both, to be honest. Sometimes there's moments that I don't want to deal with nobody because I deal with a lot of people on a daily basis. I am a recruiter offline, like in real life, so I do help people get jobs and bless people with, opportunities. So sometimes there is times that I just want to like completely like not be social. You know what I mean? Like it's constantly being social, even on here, sometimes even helping people out. So I do enjoy streaming. I do enjoy talking to people, but I'm not really big on going to big social gatherings. Like I'll do it if I need to, but so not all the time.
Okay, that makes perfect sense. And I think people would can all agree that the majority of the streamers are actually introverts. But since we're able to be at our own home, comfortable doing whatever we want to do, it allows us to be comfortable, and we get to dictate what happens and what doesn't happen. Okay, moving it right along.
Wait,
Over.
I thought you had questions for me from the chat.
Oh
Some
yes,
uncomfortable questions.
I do have some questions from you in the chat.
Uncomfortable.
We'll get to that right now. Okay, so we have a question coming in from the lovely Nita. I don't know if you guys know Nita. She's the one with the pretzel as her emoji. Nita asks, "What separates you from other people?" So starting off with you, Suave. What makes you different from like just every other streamer that you can swipe left and swipe right and see their streams? What makes you different?
I don't know. Maybe I wear my heart on my sleeve 24/7. I'm very acute, like emotionally acute, like very like I'm very sensitive when certain areas. I'm very in tune with my emotions. I don't know, like I try to be more equal all the time with everyone, no matter how you look or where you're from and shit like that. I mean, excuse my language. I'm like I try to be as equal as possible.
Yeah, if you remove that,
everyone feel good about themselves. Like no matter how come in the stream, you don't have to gift or anything. Like I don't really look for any requirements, and like I try to make people feel welcomed and accepted. Yeah, but I don't know. Like that's really like I'm pretty good at understanding stuff. I'm very understanding and rational and reasonable.
yeah, and that's the thing is he says he said, look, don't judge me by the do-rag and the beard. Behind all these things is a guy that is just emotionally in tune and trying to be honest with his emotions.
Connect with better
That's a
person.
rarity when it comes to certain men, especially when you have this kind of red pill movement where you got to be stoic and you have to be like the manliest man possible and suppress your emotions. So I think that gives us a different kind of take on things. All right. What about you, Paloma? I got a question also coming from the chat. This is coming from Reddington. He's been on the show. It says, what is one thing you could not go without, no matter the cost?
Like, can you tell me specifically, like in what, like just in general, or?
I think well, I mean, I think the phrasing of the question's a little bit off. It's just like, what means the most to you in life? What are some values that you appreciate? Not, it doesn't necessarily have to be in a relationship. It just maybe within yourself.
Well, I would say, well, the first thing that comes into my mind, honestly, is my mom and my auntie. I do have a big family, but they're the closest ones to me. So yeah, honestly, that's what matters the most to me. And of course, I can't live without water and
Air?
yeah, things like that.
I can't live without water. I can't live without air. For some reason, I can't live without food. Okay, that makes perfect sense. You love
That
your
is
family,
so, yeah,
and some people actually are very empowered by their family. You know, my grandpa Gray's over there running around with his mustache over here in the background. My brother's walking back and forth and stuff. So I got family very close to me, so I could definitely connect with that. All right, Nini, my question for you coming from the chat. Let's make this one an interesting one. Is if you had it would be what's the I already asked you that just by proxy. What do you feel like the internet has done for dating? Do you think it's helped or hurt? And give us your relationship to dating on the internet.
I feel like it can help and it can destroy at the same time because people want, complete attention. So if we can get off completely off the internet, you can completely like devote yourself to somebody. You know what I mean? People want that attention. We come on an app, think about everyone. Even I could say this, I feel like things are a lot different to back then. Back in the days, we used to go outside and play and do different things, and now everyone just seems to be on their phone technology. And I've been noticing and acknowledging that more and more. That I'm just like, damn, a lot of us are usually on our like just scrolling through our phone. You know what I mean? Like we live off our phone. If we wouldn't have our cell phone, I don't know. Like we would be like more
Bottom. What's that? I'm
more
listening.
communicated with each other. You know what I mean? So sometimes it could be distracting. So it could be a downfall.
I definitely agree with you right there. And there's pros and cons. I feel like I run into couples every other day that have met on the internet. I've actually got a couple engaged on the internet with doing this little thing. So there's pros and cons, but I think you kind of hit that on the head, Nini, with that. with that being said, unfortunately, that is our last question of the show. So, you ladies look great. You guys did great. Can I just give a round of applause to everybody involved in today's show, excluding the chat? You guys are definitely shaking things up. Okay, chat. Let help Suave out a little bit. Who do you think he should pick? You have the beautiful Nini. She's a streamer. She has some crazy streams. I think she had some stream where she had guys eating out a mango. It got pretty sexual or whatnot. But she does things. The last time I seen her, she was in a banana outfit. She definitely knows how to spice things up, and definitely spicing things up from her way of her Miami spice coming out of the Florida, Miami. She is a Latin woman. She loves to travel. I've seen her in the East Coast, up west, or down west, and all over the place. She is spontaneous, hence her being on the show last minute today. And she is well traveled. She has that maturity to her. She's very easygoing, even though she has a lot of friends that have strong personalities. She likes a man that's a little bit more laid back. Maybe like our bachelor today. Are moving it right along over to the lovely Paloma. Paloma that said she likes to cosplay and spice it up, and said she likes to role play from time to time. Also, likes to bring her passion into the bedroom if if it's the appropriate man. She also let us know that communication is very big to her. She is a person that doesn't have any restrictions on how the way she likes to communicate, whether she needs to talk about the problem or create some space. She'll do what she needs to do for the relationship. And definitely gave us some pros and cons on things that she likes, things that she doesn't like. Sometimes she said she gives a little bit too much. Sometimes she says she could be a little bit more selfish with her time. So, chat, who do you think he should pick? Give him a little bit of help right now. Thank you, Esco. I appreciate you. Okay, so Suave, we've come to the point where you got to make a decision. This is not the throuple episode. You can't pick them both. So, can I get a draw?
I'm gonna go with Paloma.
He said he's gonna go with Paloma.
So you think so Paloma, congratulations. You're today's winner.
I'm the winner. Thank you, Simon.
Dorian, thank you for having me on the show. I appreciate it.
All right, thank you, Mama. So you got a battle royale that you mentioned earlier. Plug that battle and let us know when we can tune in and see you.
October 27. I don't know the time yet. I don't even know who I'm battling yet. We won't know until like that week. So it's kind of mysterious right now. Spooky.
The life of a streamer, right? Well, I love you, babe, and thank you for stepping up with
Thank you.
I appreciate you. You look great. And get to wherever you need to go safely. Congratulations to the lovely Paloma. Can we get a round of applause for our lovely Paloma, today's winner? I saw her swinging back and forth in her seat.
No, the fact, you're live, you know, bro.
Hey, Suave.
Yeah, I was just rocking myself. I haven't been that.
Hey,
Getting a lot of hate from your live, bro.
Suave, what did you connect with the lovely Paloma? What made you pick her today?
I don't know. Just seemed more. I mean, I've been knowing her for a little bit. I feel like I have more times vibing with her, whatever.
Okay, I definitely dig it. So what I'm going to ask for you guys is, I think everybody here has some type of social media, maybe Snapchat, maybe Instagram. I'm going to create a group chat for us. And all I ask is you guys have fun, no expectations. Just get to know each other for a week and then tune back in next Thursday at 6 p.m. Eastern time and give us an update on how things have been going. Does that make sense?
Well, thank you. Thank you for having me on the show. Can I box down?
Yeah, no problem, Dorian. Thank you so much. Thanks, Paloma, for coming by. Thank you, guys.
I appreciate you, Suave. Awesome having you today. Definitely a different episode today. We had somebody smoking in the chat. Definitely, there's a reason why we don't do last minute rate the date episodes, but still, it was a ton of fun, and we were able to see some honesty and what's going on with relationships, what people like, what relationships, what we like about relationships, what we don't like about relationships, and getting just to know our lovely streamers on a personal level. Let me give a big old shout out again to our top gifters from our last episode. So we had Popular, who's featured on the official Rate the Date name tag, coming in at the #1 spot. We had Neil coming in at the #2 spot. We had the lovely Lola, who's a personal love and friend of mine, coming in at the #3 spot. We had KB coming in at the #4 spot, and Esco, who was in the chat earlier, who was featured on a Rate the Date episode, coming in at the #5 spot. If we can again give a lovely round of applause to our lovely top gifters. And the top gifter from today's episode will be featured on the next episode, so don't miss out on that. And you'll also be featured on my Instagram account. So don't forget to like and favorite your lovely host. And stay tuned on my Instagram, where I'll show everything that happened with today's winner and stuff. Also, let's talk a little bit more about some shows and events that are going on the app. And so we have Suited Up with Chris Casper. That's every Wednesday, right before Thursday, and it's at 9 p.m. Eastern time. He is my boss. He is kind of like a Jay Leno of the app, and he tells everybody what's going on. And we got Live Fest coming up over here in November, so maybe your boy Dorian has something to do with that. Also, we had Coco Sweets. She has the Michael Jackson impression auction. That's going to be on the 21st. And my time is at 8:50. So maybe you see your boy getting a little bad over there with that Michael Jackson impression, baby. So, yeah, awesome. It was an incredible episode. This is the 9th episode. We got a special mid-season finale that is coming up, and we got an incredible bachelor or bachelorette. Just stay tuned next Thursday at 6 p.m. Eastern time. And thank you so much, chap. Paloma, I see you over there. Ahmed, thank you for the gift. Michael, I appreciate the support. It's like I said, it's been difficult. Mr. Dorian has been working very, very hard to make things go exactly what they need to be for season 5. Because if you guys don't remember me saying it, we got a very special bachelor on the next episode, and that's going to be your boy. We got a 4-part episode of Rate the Date. We're gonna have 3 episodes with the lovely ladies, where we'll have 3 contestants. I'll be the bachelor. We'll have a surprise guest hosting it, and then we're gonna make some picks. We're gonna make some eliminations, and then we're gonna pick who is gonna be the official Miss Rate the Date. And so definitely stay tuned for that. I appreciate you guys. I can't do it without y'all. Can I just give a last-minute applause to all of y'all that are tuning in? Thank y'all so much. I appreciate y'all. I'll try my best, Stephanie. Thank you, Paloma. I appreciate you, Steph. And this has been another installment of Rate the Date. Tune in next week. Much love, guys.